This video is a morning flow yoga. Hi, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to go through a routine that you can do first thing in the morning that can help you get your spine warmed up. We will start by just sitting comfortably for a moment. We can put our hands on our knees and we can just check in. We're going to close our eyes and breathe comfortably and breathe naturally. And we're just going to take a moment to assess what our mental state is. What kind of view do we have on things? Because first thing in the morning is really important. There is a lot of momentum that can build up throughout the day. So if you wake up and you think about how awful things are, then odds are you're going to have a terrible day. So now is the time to change that. If you wake up and you're kind of grumpy, you can say, nope, wait a minute, we're going to reassess. You can take time to be grateful for your comfortable bed, or having shelter, or having fresh food to eat, or clean drinking water. Getting into this practice in the morning. And then we'll just slowly sit up tall. We can engage our core. We can take the right hand, bring it back behind the hips. Take that left hand, bring it to the right knee. Sit up tall. Keep that core engaged. Walk that right hand in as close to the hips as you can get it. Just gaze over that right shoulder. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Well done. Come back to center. And then take that left hand back behind the hips. Walk it in as close to your spine as you can. This will force you into sitting up tall. Right hand on the left knee. Engage that core. Sit up tall. And then just turn to look over that left shoulder. Keeping the core engaged. Good job. Slowly come back to center. Next, we can just take the right arm, bring it up into the side. Hi, Tomcat. Make sure that left hand is on the ground and you can bend it just a little bit if you need to. Just sinking into the pose, getting a good side stretch. Switch sides. Bring that right hand down, lift the left arm up. Look off to the left side. Just bending that right arm. Hi, kitty. Oh, jeez. Sinking into the pose. Good job. Come back to center. Next, we can just come onto our hands and knees. This is a really good routine that I do quite often in the morning. So just center the hands under the shoulders, spread the fingers out nice and wide. Bring the knees under the hips. And we'll just move through cat-cow for a few moments. Just roll those hips in, arch the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the hips, slowly unroll the spine, bring the head up, engage the core. Just moving with the breath. Exhale, roll in. Inhale, come back up. Keep that core engaged. And we'll do one more. And this time when we come back to center, we can move from side to side. Just gently turn the head and the shoulders to one side as you drop the hips to the opposite side. moving back and forth, back and forth. And if you're feeling ambitious and you want to make it a little more active, by all means, go to plank position, spread the fingers out nice and wide, reach through the heels, have the hips up a little bit, slide the shoulders down your spine, engage the core, go down to one side, and then pretend that your abdomen is like a rubber band and snap it back up, rolling over on the toes. It feels good. Down to the opposite side. Just going back and forth. Just going back and forth. Back and forth. Or maybe combine the two. Do a couple where you are in plank position and then come back, making it as subtle or dramatic as you need. Good job. Next, we can just center our hands and our feet in alignment. We can tuck our toes under. We can bring our hips up in the air. We want to have our weight evenly distributed in our hands, trying to push the fleshy part between the thumb and the first finger towards the ground. Draw the low floating ribs in. And this will create some space to push your ribs down towards the ground and pedal the feet. Just walk it out. Push one heel towards the floor, then the other. Let your head hang heavy. Good job. And then you can just nod your head yes. And shake your head no. Well done. Keep pushing those shoulders down. Feeling a deep stretch in your shoulders. And then just come onto your hands and knees. Grab that right foot, pull it up. Make your way into a kneeling lunge, just sinking your hips into the ground. Feeling a deep stretch in your psoas muscle. And then if you like, you can just peel the sole of the foot up off of the mat, dropping that right knee out. Maybe bending your arms a little bit. See if that feels good. If you're able to, come down onto your forearms, but don't push it. It's early in the morning, honoring your body. And then slowly straighten your arms. Bring that leg straight out in front of you. Walk your hands back. Make your way to a kneeling lunge. Half splits. My bad. And then just walk between the two. Walk your hands forward, going to a kneeling lunge. Come back to the half splits. Moving with your breath. Just making a flow out of it. Excellent. Slowly come back to your hands and knees. Table pose. When you're ready, you can line up to tuck your toes under, make your way back to downward facing dog. Hips come up, shoulders come down. Draw the low floating ribs in to create some space to push your shoulders down towards the mat. Keep the core engaged. Feeling a release in the shoulders. Walk it out. Bend one leg as you straighten the other. Good job. Nod your head yes, and shake your head no. keep walking the feet out. Just push one heel to the floor, then the other. Then just step that left foot up. Make your way to a kneeling lunge on the left side. Sink your hips into the ground. Try to line your hips up with the short side of the mat. Excellent job. And then if you want, you can just peel the sole of the foot up off of the mat. Maybe checking out how dirty your feet are. Maybe bending your arms just a little bit, seeing if you can go a little bit further into the pose. Very good job. Now straighten your arms. Come back to the kneeling lunge. And walk your hands back, making your way into half splits. See if you can line the hips up with the short side of the mat. Keep that foot active on the left side. Reaching through the ball of the big toe, pulling the pinky toe back towards you. Make a flow out of it though. Go into half splits and kneeling lunge. Just move back and forth, feeling a good stretch. Excellent. Sinking the hips into the ground when you come forward and really working to stretch out those muscles on the back of the leg when you go to half split. Come back to your hands and knees. Bring the right knee under the hips. Stretch the left leg out. Take that right hip, push it up. We want the hip right over the knee. We're going to bring that left arm up. Bring the left arm up. If you'd like to get fancy with it, you can take the left foot in front of you, making a little kickstand. So make sure that the foot is right under the knee. We don't want to have it like this. So if it's like that, walk the foot over and then take that right leg, stretch it out. Ta-da! You've made a little kickstand. How fun, huh? Make sure that you keep the hips up. Just breathe. Well done. Bring that knee back down. Stretch the left leg out. Point the toes out. Come up. Take the palm of that left hand, turn it up, and then look off to the right side. Just lift that right arm up and bend it. Go to gate pose. Looking off to the right side. Slowly come back to center. Bring the knees together. When we come to center, we're going to take the left hand down to the mat, stretch the right leg out. Take that left hip, push it forward. Maybe bring that right arm up. If you want, you can stay just like this in supported side plank, or maybe take that right hand, kind of the right foot. Bring it under the knee. Make sure that we don't have it out like this or any variation of. Make sure that it's right under here. Ankles right under the knee. You can stretch that left leg out and then make sure you push the hips up. We want to have some support going on. Have the shoulders stacked nice and straight. Good job. Just hold. Keep the core engaged. come back to center if you need to, and then lift up. Stretch the right leg out, point the toes, turn the palm of the right hand up, and then look off to the left side. Turn the palm of that left hand up. Just slide that right hand right on down the right leg. Going into gate pose, bringing the right shoulder forward, the left shoulder back. Feeling a deep side stretch in that left side. Slowly come back out of the pose. Well done. Come to the hands and knees. Just come to the hands and knees. We're going to tuck the toes under, bring the hips up, shoulders down, make our way into down dog again. Pedal the feet. Lift the right leg up, bend the right leg, stack the hip on top of the left one. Level the hips out, swing the foot up, grab it, pull it up if you need to. Just go to warrior one. Bring the arms up to line up with the ears. Pull the right shoulder back, left shoulder comes forward. Just sink into the pose. Have this back leg really strong. Pushing against the outside edge of that foot. Lifting up the arch. Whatever makes sense for you. Turn to line up with the long edge of the mat. Make sure the knee stays open. You want to look for your big toe. Pull the pelvis in, engage the core. Try to have your arms lined up with your shoulders. Slide the shoulder blades down your spine. Just gazing down that right arm. And then straighten the right leg. Without shifting the hips, drop your right hand or your right leg. Bring that left arm up. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through your nose. Without collapsing the chest, see if you can sink into the pose a little bit further. Trying to pretend that your body is between two pieces of glass. Then just bring that left hand down, just fold forward over that right leg. Well done. Bend the right leg, go back to down dog. Just step that right foot back, walk it out. Hips come up, shoulders come down. Come to plank or kneeling plank, whichever your body needs. Have the hips up a bit, reach through the heels, relax the shoulders down the spine, squeeze the elbows into the sides as you come down, and then pull yourself up into up dog. Having all 10 toenails push back behind you, shoulder blades slide down the back, head falls back. Just hold. Roll over on your toes if you're able to, or tuck your toes under. Walk it out. Push one heel to the floor, then the other. Lift the left leg up. Bend it. Stack that left hip on top of the right one. Level the hips out. Just step that left foot forward. Bend the left leg. Then just bring the arms up to line up with the ears. Pull that left shoulder back. Right shoulder comes forward. Go to warrior one. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Make sure that back leg's really strong. Try to line the shoulders up with the short side of the mat. Turn to line up with the long edge of the mat. Double check the knee, make sure it stays open. Have the shoulders sliding down the back, pull the pelvis in. just make your way into warrior two. Spine is stacked nice and straight over the hips. Just gazing down that left arm. And then straighten that left leg, activate it, bring the left hand to the left leg, slide it on down the left leg as you lift the right arm up. Going to triangle pose. Just sinking into the posture without collapsing your chest. Bringing the left shoulder forward, the right shoulder back. Then just drop that hand down onto the left leg. Bend your knee. Slowly step that left foot back. Just go back to down dog. Hips up, shoulders down. Just walk it out. Come to plank or kneeling plank. Slowly lower yourself down and then inhale up to up dog or cobra if that's what you need. Make your way back to child's pose. Just stretch your arms out, rest your forehead on the mat. Take a moment to check in with your body. Breathing comfortably and breathing naturally. And then slowly walk your hands back towards your body. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a great video to do if you don't have a lot of time in the morning and just need to get your body warmed up and ready for the day. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and check me out on Instagram if you like. Until next time, may love and light be yours. Namaste.